Good morning, Pima Community College. How is everybody today? We are happy to be back here for All College Day. Welcome to the TCC. We're excited about kicking off a new year. Is it just me, or does it feel like we were just here? Did the year fly by for you too? Yeah, you know what they say, time is undefeated, right? We've got to enjoy every day. We got to respect every day. At this time, I would like to invite Mercedes Vallejo Midtun, who is Pascua Yaqui and Mexicana, to give the land acknowledgement. She is a Student Success Advisor for Trio SOAR, and she is also the Pima Native American Student Association Club Advisor. Please welcome Mercedes to the stage.
Good morning. Whoa, all right. Lios Inchi Minyavu, Kecha Alea, which means greetings. Good morning, how everybody doing? Okay. We acknowledge that Pima Community College is located on the homelands of the Tono O'odham and the Pascua Yaqui people. We encourage everyone to learn about the Tono O'odham Nation and the Pascua Yaqui tribe and acknowledge our long histories, rich culture, and deep connection to the land on which we live, work, and learn together. We honor the labor of those who built the foundations of the United States and continue to nurture its growth. We encourage everyone to learn about our history, arts, and culture as a community and a country. Pima Community College celebrates the love and commitment to our ancestors, to these lands, and along with the community strive to continue that work. Lios Inchim Hyoken. Thank you.
Thank you, Mercedes, for that beautiful acknowledgement. Here we go. On the screen, you will see a QR code. Please pull out your phones and check in. Yes, this is for accountability and tracking attendance, but more importantly, this is how you will be entered to win a $250 Fry's food gift card or a $500 gift card from Southwest Airlines, sponsored by Pima Foundation. So thank you, Marcy and the team. We'll take a few minutes for you to do this now, which means you've got to stay until the end when the winners are announced. Anybody forget their phone today? Okay. Looks like everybody's checked in, but you know us, we will give you multiple times today to try again. Okay. At this time, I would like to take a moment and recognize two of Pima's governing board members who are with us this morning. Representing District 2, Teresa Riel. and Carla Morales, Vice Chair of the Board, representing District 5. Please join me in welcoming to the stage Vice Chair of the Governing Board, Carla Morales.
Buenos dias. Good morning, everyone. It's going to be a little bit louder than that for me. Buenos dias. There you go. That's much better. Good morning, Pima family. On behalf of the Governing Board, it is my distinct honor and privilege to welcome you all to the new academic year and to All College Day. I have to tell you, this is my first one. I'm super excited. It is such a joy to see this room filled with energy, enthusiasm, and the shared commitment that makes Pima Community College a special place to learn and to work. So the start of a new academic year always brings a sense of promise, right? A fresh chapter filled with opportunities to grow. It helps us innovate and serve our students and our community. So really, on behalf of my colleagues and the Governing Board, it is really my true honor and express my deepest gratitude to each and every one of you, whether you teach in our classrooms, support our students, maintain our facilities, make all the technical magic happen, whether you reach out to our community and to prospective students, we want you to know that your work matters. Our learners rely on our support for opportunity, for inspiration, and for a better future. Now, I would be remiss if I didn't mention that this year marks an exciting milestone in our history, the launch of Pima's very first bachelor's degree. Can I get a round of applause for that? This achievement reflects years of vision, collaboration, and dedication. It is truly a testament to what is possible when faculty, staff, administrators, and community partners come together with the shared mission to provide quality, accessible higher education that meets our region's needs. As we step into this academic year, we know that there will be challenges because let's be honest, there's always challenges, right? But I am confident that I'm confident in our ability to come together with creativity, resilience, and teamwork. Collaboration has always been the heart of our success. We thrive when we listen to each other, when we share ideas, and when we approach our work with the understanding that we are all part of something bigger than ourselves. Our mission calls us to open doors, remove barriers, and create pathways for every student who chooses Pima. Together, we are building, together we are building not only academic programs, but also a culture of belonging and support. That work extends beyond the classrooms. It goes into every office, every lab, every library, every student service center that we offer. So as we begin this new year, let's carry forward our passion for student success, our commitment to excellence, and our belief that the transformative power of education. Thank you for all you do day in and day out to make Pima a place where dreams are nurtured, potential is realized, and futures are built. Thank you all, and have a wonderful and productive and fun-filled academic year. Thank you.
Thank you, Vice Chair Morales. At this time, I would like to invite President and CEO of Pima Foundation, Marcy Euler.
Good morning. A little better. All right. All right. Pima Foundation is the philanthropic partner to Pima Community College. We support the students, faculty, and programs that are vital to our institution and our region. Our foundation team is here to support your work, so please reach out to us. This morning, I want to share a few of the accomplishments we've had over the past 7 years. Where we came from, where we were over the past 6 years, last year, and next year. So when I started as president of the foundation, We held approximately $7.8 million in assets. And through June 30th of 2024, we had grown those assets to $15.8 million. During that same time period, we collected nearly over 22 million in revenues and spent approximately $9.5 million of donor-directed funds directly to the college for scholarships and program support. So last fiscal year that we just finished, we distributed $765,000 in scholarships, assisting 735 students at the institution. And we also provided nearly $1.5 million in program support. The $764,000 is much ahead of the $530,000 in scholarships we handed out the prior year. We also brought in almost $5 million in revenue. Our investment portfolio at the end of the fiscal year was $18.25 million, and as of this week, our endowment is over $11 million. This year, I'm fairly conservative on the money that we expect to bring in and that we expect to spend. The market is a little wonky, and we don't know how some of these things are going to impact us. So we have pulled back a little bit, and the uncertainty is driving some of our caution. So one of the things we get asked often is, how can you help? So the one way you can help is through the payroll deduction. Payroll deduction is easy to do. The Employee Service Center can help you set up. Even $5 a paycheck makes a huge difference. And you can see the QR code if you're interested, or talk to Employee Services later. You can help us by selling car show tickets for the Rotary Club of Tucson Car Show. We earn $4 for each ticket sold, and Pima Start, Success Through Advanced Reskilling and Training, is the beneficiary of the funds from the Rotary Club Car Show, and it is the program at the Center of Opportunity at Gospel Rescue Mission to help formerly homeless individuals get good paying jobs and move out of poverty. Another way you can help us is to be part of Pima Foundation's El Tour de Tucson team. You can ride, you can run, you can donate, and that is in November. You can listen to our Pima Voices podcast and share that with your friends and the neighbors and colleagues. These podcasts focus on the important contributions of donors, alumni, faculty, and students, and how that impacts the foundation, the college, and our community. Lastly, we still have the Hillman Challenge Grant, which gives us the opportunity to match new money to the foundation with 50 cents on every new dollar. So your gift can be leveraged even more. Please contact us for more information if you're interested. You can also advocate for the foundation by sharing stories about what we do with your students, colleagues, and the community. We are happy to come to a meeting or provide information for newsletters. You can help identify potential alumni or community donors. We love to work with the people that you send our direction. The other thing you can do is inform students about the scholarships and the deadlines that they have. We still have some scholarships that are open through August 29th on their MyPima account through Scholarship Universe. Plus on our website, we have some additional funding that we will be dispersing. So pimafoundation.org for scholarship opportunities. Please help spread the word. Lastly, our plans for the future. We plan to grow our investment portfolio. hopefully create some opportunities for named spaces and buildings, develop funds to support deans, director, and department head positions, and much, much more. So we are here to serve Pima Community College. Please help us make an even bigger impact this academic year. Everyone, truly everyone, who answers phones, helps students, teaches classes, works in student service departments, or the library, or the police department, or veterans department, and everyone who serves in administrative roles. Everyone is responsible for both recruitment and retention of students and the cultivation of donors. We need you to join our team as a connector. You make the connection, and we'll do the rest. Your support impacts our students, their families, and future generations. We are privileged to do this work alongside each of you. Thank you for your continued support. Have a great academic year.
And that is a record for Pima Community College.
That a kiss? Oh my goodness.
College.
Really?
And after Pima College, I'm going to Disneyland.
Wow.
Bye.
Bye.
Yes, let's hear it for all of our submissions. Since assuming leadership in August 2024, Chancellor Jeff Nassy has guided Pima through a 100-day initiative of listening, learning, and leading, engaging with thousands across the community through over 113 events. Dr. Nassy blends more than 2 decades of experience in higher education with a genuine dedication to affordability, access, and student success. We are fortunate to have him leading our institution. Chancellor?
Of course, I have to follow the pets. Not easy. Good morning, Pima Community College. It is just awesome to be here. It's great to see everyone today as we gather for All College Day. And it has been just a tremendous morning. And so before I begin with my remarks this morning, let's give the All College Day planning team, led by Christy, are you back there? Christy Camargo, a round of applause for putting together such an awesome event. Good job.
Thank you, guys.
Well done. We appreciate you. On behalf of our governing board, the students, faculty, and staff of Pima Community College, of course, I welcome you to a new academic year. It is so energizing to look around and see the people who make this college what it is. The faculty, the staff, the administrators, and all of those who serve our students every single day. As Greg mentioned, it's just over a year ago, I stood on this stage for my very first all-college day. Brand new to Arizona, brand new to Tucson, brand new to Pima Community College. And since then, I have lived and learned so much about this college, learned so much about our students, our community, my excitement, my belief, my respect for your work, and my confidence in what we can achieve together have only grown stronger. And so first and foremost, I begin this morning from a place of extreme gratitude. I am so grateful for your support, your friendship, your camaraderie, your collegiality, and most thankful for the work that you're doing for our students. There is so much to be proud of. I could be up here for 2 hours. You don't want that. Talking about all the things that are happening at Pima Community College. Before I begin, I also want to take a moment to recognize our governing board members who guide us and support us every day. I'm going to start with the board members who have joined us here this morning. Let's give another round of applause for Vice Chair Carla Morales. As well as Teresa Real. Thank you so much for being here. Certainly want to recognize our other board members, Dr. Nicole Barraza, board member Kristen Randall, and our chair, Greg Taylor. Our governing board, they step forward, they volunteer, and I can testify that they care deeply about this college and this community. They all have demanding professional and personal lives, and they're donating their time and effort for the good of the college and the community that we serve. Let's give them another round of applause for their leadership. As you heard from Carla, all of you, our faculty and our staff, every role, no matter what it is that you do, matters so much to all of us here at Pima. You are all the reason that our students succeed. I also want to take a moment before we begin to thank our shared governance leaders, our faculty senate leaders, the AERC, our staff council for their leadership and collaboration, for all the working groups and the work that you're doing. Thank you for your leadership as well. Let's give them a round of applause. And I would be remiss to not thank the people who have to put up with me the most, my direct reports, my cabinet. One of the secrets to effective leadership that I learned a long time ago was to surround yourself with people smarter than you and then listen to them, which I do some of the time. And I think that's really the case here. Thank all of you, my cabinet, for the work that you do. Thank you for your leadership. And finally, and thanks, I do want to take a moment here this morning to recognize someone who's known me really from day one here at Pima, and to me really embodies the warmth and welcoming of this organization, of this community, and that is my executive assistant, Gabby. Gabby. Gabby keeps this office running with extraordinary skill. I will never forget meeting her on my very first day at the college. She quite simply is just an outstanding professional, an invaluable resource to our college, so helpful, and has really become a dear friend and colleague. So I'm going to embarrass her one more time. Please stand, Gabby, and be recognized. Oh, there she is. As you can see, this year's theme is Adapt and Advance Together for Students. And I think this theme really captures the challenges and the opportunities that are before us. Last year when I arrived, I really made an intentional effort around listening and learning. And I said then what I will say again today: we must ground every decision we make at the college in student success. That fundamental principle of student success, what is best for our students, must be the driving factor for every decision. Adapt and advance means moving forward with intention and values grounded in the transformational opportunity that is provided by education and a commitment to service excellence. While adaptation is certainly about change, it is importantly not just about change for change's sake, but progress with purpose. How do we move forward? How do we advance with purpose? We learn. Colleagues, at our core, we must always return to our roots as a learning organization. We must continually be attuned to learning. What can we learn? What can we learn about our students? How can we help them succeed? What can we learn about the community that we serve? And what can we learn about ourselves? As a learning college, we assess, we adapt, and we apply what we learn to improve outcomes. Outcomes that will make a real and meaningful impact for our community. Yes, learning certainly happens in our classrooms, and we know that learning happens beyond the classroom. Learning happens across our operations. We learn in our planning, we learn in our communication, and we learn in our work together for students. For us to fully realize our purpose to transform the lives of our students, Pima Community College must be a learning organization, a place where students are thriving and succeeding in a culture of learning excellence. In nature, adaptation is the process by which organisms change to survive and thrive in their environment. In a learning organization like ours, adaptation is purposeful change. It's about aligning our programs, aligning our services, and our culture with the evolving needs of our students, our communities, and the people, the organizations, the businesses, and industries that make up our community. At Pima, adaptation is about building upon those practices that have already brought us so much success. You know, all too often in education, we have a tendency to change things without acknowledging that we're doing some really great things here. Adaptation is about refining, reshaping, renewing, and re-envisioning proven practices so we can serve our students better in a rapidly changing world. Importantly, to truly adapt, it requires courage. Courage to reimagine what we do to advance student success. It is the art of purposeful change, honoring what works while having the courage to imagine what is possible. As an example, we have demonstrated success in advancing access to the college through enrollment growth. We've had 8 consecutive semesters of enrollment growth. Last spring's enrollment was up 5.64%. Our summer enrollment headcount was up 11%, dramatically. Yes, we can clap. And despite my OCD, I have not checked the enrollment numbers for this morning, but we are certainly headed in the right direction for this fall. And this is the result of embracing a no wrong door approach, bringing more people into Pima, including creating a dedicated high school recruitment team. And it's really a testament to the work of so many of you in the audience. We want to build on this, and we'll continue to adapt our processes and ensure more of our community, more of our friends and neighbors get access to high quality education here at Pima. Similarly, we've worked hard to keep more of our students at the college once they enter. Last year, we achieved our goal to improve the rate of students who stay with us from semester to semester. This is hard work, And I want to thank all of you for keeping our students engaged and on track. You know, keeping students is as important as bringing them in. Retention means engagement, clear pathways, strong advising, and removing barriers that stand in the way of completion. And we'll continue to build and find new ways to support students so they can finish their journey here at Pima. Let's congratulate our colleagues who successfully opened our Health Professions Center of Excellence and our Hospitality Leadership Center of Excellence last year. These are incredible facilities, great technology, market-driven programs. They are expanding our capacity for enrollment, completion, job placement, and transfer, as well as doing great things for our community. We want to adapt and continue to build on the Center of Excellence model. Our priority this year is designing an investment plan in our Public Safety Center of Excellence, creating a facility and programs to further our capacity to meet our community's call for first responders. I want to congratulate, and I saw him this morning, our Pima AI Task Force for doing truly amazing work. This team has rolled out powerful AI tools, Grammarly, Gemini, and Notebook LM, that are now available to all of you, all employees. Along with the tools, we have created an AI community of practice and play, a supportive forum for learning and exploration of the powerful technologies in our daily work. The college has also partnered with the Arizona Technology Council, providing AI professional development courses designed to support local businesses in applying AI in their work. So thank you to so many faculty, so many staff who are innovating and integrating artificial intelligence across our college in so many different ways, and we will continue to adapt and build on this success. Yeah. Our fast track programs continue to demonstrate tremendous success and growth. We're training electricians, plumbers, welders, people that keep us cool in this heat. We see our students going into so many great jobs and building construction technology and the trades. We're going to continue to advance on Pima's success in technical education and workforce development. Our Pima students are winning. Last year, Pima's Melissa Shaw earned the prestigious Jack Kent Cooke Undergraduate Transfer Scholarship. Yes. Our business students took first and second place in the Arizona Community College Excellence Case Competition. Ten of the 11 athletic teams earned all academic recognition. Together, they hold a collective GPA of 3.27, so they are good students first, and importantly, they win. The 11 programs combined for 6 Region 1 team championships, 3 Region 1 runner-up finishes. They have produced 34 NJCAA All-Americans and 6 Coach of the Year awards. Let's give them a round of applause. These student successes speak to your great work. They speak to academic quality. They speak to faculty and staff support. They speak to caring, and we will continue to adapt and build on those successes. And importantly, last year, we awarded 5,983 degrees and certificates to 4,714 graduates. We know that these degrees, these certificates, will make a meaningful difference in these students' lives and for their families. And we will continue to focus on completion and advance our efforts to see more of our community earn more degrees, more certificates that will change their lives. Like last year, we will continue to make shared governance and communication a priority. After listening and learning last year, we are proud to announce the creation of the College Leadership Council. So to me, this is really a great example of adaptation. This is essentially an evolution of what was previously known as the Executive Leadership Team. However, we have adapted. The makeup of this group will now include staff and faculty leadership. And so cabinet members and I will now include these leaders as we weigh decisions and opportunities. This is meaningful progress in our commitment to effective communication and shared governance. And certainly listening and learning doesn't stop. We will continue our listening, learning, and leading sessions. It's absolutely important that we maintain an intentional effort to listen, to learn, and to be informed as we can to understand the college's perspectives and the decisions that we make. To advance means focus on elevating these opportunities and deepening impact. Advance is about measurable improvement, not just activity. Advance is progress with purpose, moving toward excellence. In this coming year, we will complete a dynamic new strategic plan, our blueprint to guide decisions, investments, and initiatives through the 2040 horizon. A strategic plan is an important college compass for navigating our continued, increasingly complex and rapidly changing environment. By aligning our strategic enrollment, our education, facilities, and IT master plans, we will ensure that our decisions, investments, and initiatives move us toward a shared vision. Your participation will be essential in this process. We need your help in shaping that strategic direction. The safety and well-being of our students, faculty, and staff is a foundational obligation that really enables everything we do. A college really can't fulfill its mission if we do not feel safe. One of my chancellor's goals this year is to take steps to set a new baseline for emergency preparedness. I want us, Pima Community College, to be a national leader in campus safety and emergency preparedness. I look forward to working closely with our PCC Police Department, Information Technology, and campus operations, among others, in this process. As we think deeply about student success, yes, emergency preparedness is good. I will be asking you to help us adapt and advance the first-year experience for our students. So this includes a new application being launched this year. Yay! Improving our intake processes and focusing specifically on that first-year experience that is so important for our students. For example, we know that students who take our student success courses, our STU courses, have better learning outcomes, better persistence, better retention. So how do we make that happen for more of our students? Our programs must align with workforce needs quickly, from IT to healthcare to hospitality. We will continue to remain responsive so our students graduate with credentials of value. We aim to scale those critical career and workforce learning experiences into all of our programs. And this includes a renewed emphasis on transfer programs. Transfer is transfer in the house. We know, right? Transfer is the goal for so many of our students. And we need to improve our outcomes in this key area. And while I'm up here, I do want to recognize our business pathway, faculty and staff who have really been a model in building a successful transfer pathway to our friends at the University of Arizona. Let's give our business team. We also know that employers are seeking students with work-based learning experiences, internships, externships, apprenticeships, job shadowing, capstone projects make a significant difference for student success. The more we can integrate these types of opportunities into the student experience, the better. As you heard earlier, when I arrived last year, the plan was to launch our bachelor's degree in education in 2027. But thanks to the faculty, the staff, the team under our provost's leadership, as well as the great support of our governing board, who, by the way, had to come back in July for a meeting to approve this plan, thank you, we have accelerated this opportunity. As you heard earlier, it is our aim to launch the college's first baccalaureate degree next year in 2026. This program will directly address Arizona's teacher shortage and create strong career opportunities for our graduates. This speaks to being fast and responsive, being market-driven in our curriculum. We must be financially and operationally strong to sustain our mission. Part of Adapt and Advance is ensuring that our organization, our college, maintains financial viability. This means recalibrating our resources and reducing expenses to align with our institutional priorities and our mission. We have a responsibility. I have the responsibility. Our board has the responsibility to put us in the best organizational, financial, and operational health possible. This is about becoming more efficient and reducing expenses where necessary. Last year, we achieved a goal to reduce expenses, not raise tuition, not raise property taxes, while still providing positive compensation adjustments for our employees. We want to build on this momentum, advance smart resource allocation, consolidating and repurposing spaces in different ways, and ensuring we can continue to execute on our commitment to this community. Colleagues, I look forward to collaborating with you in advancing a college culture of excellence, a place built on the foundation of teaching and learning excellence, operational excellence, and service excellence toward an optimal student experience. A learning organization where our culture is outcomes-driven and rooted in continuous improvement, focused on getting better, a place where every student has access to high-quality education and career-integrated learning experiences, a digitally fluent college that provides connectivity to emerging technology and technology support for students. We aspire to be a community college with childcare and early learning support for student parents, faculty, and staff, a community college with modern collaborative learning spaces, dynamic spaces that support multiple modalities of learning, online learning, hybrid learning, and first-rate labs and maker spaces for hands-on experiences. Of course, this vision can't be realized without leadership. And last year at this time, I spoke about the importance of leadership, and will again today. We must have the courage to lead, to guide our students, to guide each other, to seek and achieve common goals. We cannot stay where we are. Technology continues to transform everything at a rapid pace. Student and community expectations are shifting. The world is changing. Artificial intelligence, political and economic volatility, shifting industry and economic demands are growing. And we have to stay focused on achieving our mission for student success. We have so much to build on. We will build on our successes while embracing change and evolving as a healthy learning organization. As we think about adapt and advance, we must remember that we do this work together. We must be united in accountability to ourselves, to each other, for our students. It is an absolute honor to serve as your chancellor. I believe in this college. I believe in you. I believe in what we can accomplish together. I am excited about our future and the direction we're going. Now, as we kick off yet another academic year in 2025, let's adapt with courage, advance with purpose, and do it all together for students. Thank you and welcome to what I know will be an outstanding year at Pima Community College. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Nassi, for sharing your vision. All right, we're going to bring up the QR code one more time if you have not checked in yet. If you have, just say hi to your neighbor. Okay. Está bien. It is my absolute honor to introduce today's keynote speaker, a man whose life story and passion for people have inspired audiences across the globe. Jeremy Anderson is a dynamic communicator who has turned his own challenges into powerful lessons of resilience, growth, and purpose. Through his authentic storytelling and practical insights, Jeremy empowers individuals and organizations to rise above limitations, unlock their true potential, and make an impact that lasts. His message is not just about motivation, it's about transformation.
He is so inspirational. My staff have left here and they want him to come back. This is how good he is.
Jeremy Anderson is your guy. You in the NFL, you in the NBA, your players need him.
This is a guy that's going to give us the tools and how to get to the next level.
He really motivated everyone in the room.
Always grateful.
I couldn't stop crying.
I've been doing this for 11 years. I've never seen anybody like Jeremy.
So I text her, I'm like, look at this guy. He's telling his story, his addiction, his stories. That's why your story is so important.
I am who I am today because I've mastered the art of releasing.
I had lost my dream, I had lost my wind, and you gave me it all back.
I'm experiencing things now I would have never thought I experienced, and I made the sacrifices. Yeah. So I done paid my dues. Like before I'm on stage in front of tens of thousands of people, like I done been in group homes, homeless shelters, detention centers. Like my intentions, my heart was pure. Yeah. I wanted to make an impact. I wanted to be able to connect with the people.
Thank you.
So much.
That was
awesome. He showed me there's so much more. So I went from doing okay to now doing $500,000 a year, speaking and writing, and it's been awesome for me thus far.
Pima Community College. Make some noise! Woo! Oh man, I felt so much energy. I feel like that was, can I rate y'all? Can I give y'all a score? That was like a 68. I think y'all can do a little bit better, okay. Oh, good job, light person. Pima Community College, make some noise! I love it. Man, good to see y'all. Good to see y'all. I must admit, Christine, she's been doing such an amazing job. Like this event, I've just been sitting back. They had a special little room for me in the back. I was like, it's too much energy out here, right? Like I have FOMO. I fear of missing out. I need to be with the people. So it was good to see y'all. I am super excited and humbled to be here. I want to just say to our leader, to Dr. Nancy, our chancellor, again, thank you for everything you do for us. Come on, let's show some love. To our governing board, just really grateful for you all's service. Man, what you all are doing is truly changing lives. Guess what, y'all? I am in a position in my life that I can pick and choose the engagements I take. Now, it's a blessing. I coach and mentor speakers all across the globe, and I'm constantly telling them, like, when you first start, you got to take kind of every engagement, every opportunity. But I've been doing this now for 15 years and been blessed to speak and make impact across the globe. And I'm in a position now where I have the privilege to pick and choose which engagements I take. I take approximately 5% of the requests that come in. And when I heard about Pima Community College, PCC, and I heard about the great things you all have been doing and, you know, how the land was seen in, 1969 and the governing board came together in 1970. The doors opened up and like 3,500 students. I'm like, wow. And now tens of thousands of students every single year. And so we asked, like, okay, well, what's the average age range? The demographics, there's not one. I was like, there gotta be. They was like from 18 to 92. I said, 92? This is like a ministry. I could only imagine someone, and I hope somebody that's older doesn't take offense, but, with the cane, it's like, I want to sign up for class. I'm like, that's amazing. No, really, you all are doing great work. And the work that you're doing is not just changing lives, it's changing our community. And so when I say thank you, I mean it. When I say I honor you, I mean it. When I say I know how challenging life can be, I mean it. I'll talk about that in just a minute, but I want to let you know why I have such deep respect for those of you all that's in the educational space. And look, whether this message is for you, whether you're security or a police officer on campus, or whether you're helping to keep our campus clean, or whether you're in admissions, or whether you are a teacher or an aide, like part-time, full-time, like every single one of you here makes Pima as powerful and as special as it is. And so I say thank you because I needed you years ago. You see, I grew up without my biological father. My mom was 16 years old when she had me. I was born in Dallas, Texas, and because she was pregnant back in the day, she had to drop out of school. So she got her GED. We instantly grew up in poverty, struggling, and I was a knucklehead, a little rough around the edges, always getting in trouble, and the absence of my biological father, a diagnosis of ADHD, repeated failure in school, always fighting, always getting kicked out, had a lot of issues. And I remember in 8th grade, I had a teacher, during a parent-teacher conference, tell my mom, something is wrong with your son. He's not high school material. Like, he actually said that, like, this guy's not high school material. I don't know what you're going to do next year. He was pretty much telling my mom, like, to give up because he barely made it through this year. I'm passing him along, but he's not going to make it to high school. And my friends, words are powerful. I read it one time in this book. It says that life and death is in the power of the tongue. So I want you to know that the words, the life that you speak, over the students that you have been privileged to serve, not teach. We are here to serve them. The words that we speak has so much power. And being a little kid in 8th grade, I had already got left back in the 6th grade, and now hearing I wasn't going to be high school material and I wasn't going to be successful, I believed it. I went to high school that next year, was there with all my friends, and was just doing what I do, starting fights and rumbles and doing pranks around the school. And one day, the school got all bent out of shape because I cut the electricity off, and they kicked me out, you know, and I was just like, it's okay, it's going to power back up, give it 10 minutes. They didn't appreciate my gifts. And I heard this chant across the whole school, like the word got around quick, Jeremy, Jeremy, and I was like, yeah, yeah. Then I thought about it, and I was like, no, and next thing I know, I'm in the principal's office, and I took the hit for it. Now, it wasn't just me, like to pull off a prank of this magnitude, like this was like some Ocean's 11 stuff. You know, Danita got me clearance, Corey ran a diversion, someone else got me the keys, like this, but I took the hit. Completely wasted that school year. The next year comes around, August, and I'm at this school. After Oakwood kicked me out, I'm at this school called Johnson High. This is my second try for high school. And the teacher there on the first day was like, I ain't here to tolerate your mess. I ain't here dealing with no disrespect. I got kids older than you. She kept like moving her neck. I was like, how's your neck move like that? She was like, I ain't moving. And so I'm trying to follow what she's saying. And I'm like, oh, okay, so you ain't tolerating no disrespect. You got kids older than me. I ain't got to be here if I don't want to be here. Well, I don't want to be here. So I never went to class, never went to school. Every blue moon, I would go to PE and play basketball and hang out, but I completely wasted the whole school year. Going to skip parties, everybody drinking and smoking, and I literally came to the last day of school, and I got my report card. All F's, 1 C. Someone take a guess what I got a C in. PE, how'd you know? That is so crazy, like psychic group over here. So yeah, I got a C in PE, and I've got this report card, and I'm like, my mom is gonna kill me. Now, y'all remember this thing back in the day called whiteout? Oh, that classic. Do people still use that nowadays? Probably not, yeah. So I took some whiteout, blocked off all the F's and C's. I got a ruler and a pen. I put some small little lines and dots, and I gave myself all A's and 2 B's. I spoke life to myself that day. Went to the copy machine, made a copy of it, and it looked pretty legit. Now, it wasn't the normal, like, 8x5 cardstock report card. It was the regular 8.5 by 11, but it's the best I can do. As soon as I get home, first thing my mom says, where's your report card? I'm like, hey, Mom, how was your day? She was like, don't play with me. I said, okay, here you go. She takes one glance and said, where's your real report card? I said, Mom, let me explain. She was like, I don't want to hear it. I already know what you did. I'm like, you do? She said, yes. I said, the school call you? She said, no, I ain't got to call the school. I know everything. I'm like, for real? So I'm slowly backing up as we're talking because at any moment they could pop off, right? So she says, you lost your report card because you're always losing things, and you went to the office and you asked them to make you a copy of the original that they had on file. Yep. That's what I did, Mom. How did you know? She's like, I know everything. I'm like, you sure do. So she's thinking like this is actually a copy of it. So now she's examining it. She says, come here right now. So I'm slowly start backing up again. And she says, come here, honey. I said, honey. I look at my mom, her nose starts flaring, her lips starts twitching, her eyes turn red. I'm like, boy, she's about to morph into like a werewolf. She is really pissed, right? But she burst into tears. And she was like, baby, I'm so proud of you. My baby made A's and B's, and she wrapped her arms around me and literally cried her eyeballs out like, my baby made A's and B's. I'm so proud of you. It was such a beautiful moment. I'd never experienced this before. I started getting a little emotional too. I was like, I told you, Mom, I'm gonna make you proud. I'm crying, she crying, we're sharing a moment, but I wasn't crying because I actually thought I made A's and B's. I was crying because I'd only seen my mom cry tears of joy. And now she's crying, tears of sorrow, but now she's crying tears of joy. Now my mom is so happy. The only time I ever see her in tears is if I get locked up, if I get arrested, or if I end up in juvie, or a school kicking me out, and I was stressing her out like I was the evil villain in my mom's story. So to see now the impact that what she thought my life was a success had on her, at that moment, watch this, I'm going somewhere here. At that moment, I wanted to become successful. Up until then, I thought I was a failure. My mom had never went to school. She had to get her GED. She had to drop out. Like, My biological father had been arrested a bunch of times. I just seen pictures of him. He was never present in my life. So I just felt like I came from failure, like many of your students. They wonder, they question, is it possible for them? Many of them are first generation. They wonder, they question, is it possible to be successful? Is it possible to actually be in school? Is it possible to actually fight through this test and this quiz and this homework and this assignment while I've got 1 or 2 jobs? Is it actually possible? I actually believed and I actually got excited about it and I actually wanted to become successful. Now, I tell students whenever I travel and speak, I say what's done in dark eventually comes to light. And that school sent my real report card home. And my mom was devastated. Why would you embarrass me? Why would you play me like this? I can't believe you lied to me. I am so ashamed. But she's a good mom, and she knew if I stayed at J.L. Johnson High, it would be a big distraction. I would get teased by a lot of kids, and I'd get into a lot more fights, so she moved me to a new school. Now I'm at my school called Huntsville High, and now here's why I'm sharing this with you. At this new school, on the first day, I felt energy, the same love. The same energy, the same ethos I felt when I walked in and I was getting mic checked. I locked eyes with probably 15 of you, and y'all didn't even know me, but guess what you did? Hey. I felt good. I'm like, hey. Like, I felt your energy. I felt your love, and I was like, whoa, this is different. So I'm at this new school on the first day of school. This is my third, listen to me. For many, this was my last stop. What I wasn't going to do, if it didn't work out at this third school, I definitely wasn't about to go to a high school for the 9th grade 4 years in a row when I should have been a senior. I definitely wasn't going to do that. This was my last stop. And for many of your students that we have called to serve, this is their last stop. Pima Community College is the last stop. Like, we are the last resort to see if they're going to be successful, if they're going to have a great life, if they're going to be able to provide for their family, or if they're going to be flipping burgers for the rest of their life. Like, when they come to us, we say, hey, this is your condition, but this will not be your conclusion. When you come to Pima, we will love you. We will support you. We will help you go to that next level. Like, that's the mindset that these teachers had at my third try for the 9th grade. And I'm walking in, and they're so bubbly, and they're so happy, and they're so kind. And I'm like, I kind of like this, but I don't trust y'all. So I'm like, okay, this feels like a Hallmark movie, but it's going to go left any minute now and become like a murder suspense. And they were consistent. They encouraged me. They poured into me. They redirected me. And I was trying to figure out, like, why are they so optimistic? They're actually saying things like, Jeremy, we heard interesting things about you. I'm like, how do you put a spin on? How do you make that positive? They're saying things like, Jeremy, we're so glad you're here. I'm looking behind me like, is there another guy named Jeremy? They're loved. And then I said, oh, I get it. I understand why y'all are so bubbly. This is like one of those new age schools where they let you drink liquor. You know what I'm saying? Like they got a little Kahlua in the break room, a little Bailey's Irish coffee. It's wind down Wednesdays. I get it now. They were like, no, Jeremy, we're drunk off life. I was like, this is crazy. But guess what? They captured my heart. When I realized I had a group of teachers, one of my teachers was diagnosed with cancer. One of my teachers had just went through a triple bypass surgery. She came back a week early and was still showing up. One of my teachers who had just went through a divorce, another one that just buried her husband. I'm seeing my teachers go through real life and hurting on the inside, but still showing up for me because they believed in me. They could talk a good game. The words mean a lot, but their actions show something different. Because I've been to other schools where on the first few days of school, they're positive, but by day 3 or 4, they like, oh, Jeremy, okay, now you're starting to piss me off. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can feel that negative energy, but their words match their actions. Like, words are powerful, but actions are even more powerful. I got a wife. I've been married for 15 years. She's fine, too. And if I could go to my wife, and I tell her all the time, baby, I love you. Girl, you're so fine. You blow my mind. And she smiles. She says, thank you, I love you too. But that doesn't really move her. But when I grab the vacuum, when I start vacuuming, and I do like a nice little pattern, you know what I'm saying? So you're going to know I hit the floor. Do you know what Clorox and Fabuloso will do in the bathroom? Oh, I will walk in that bathroom with the Fabuloso and the Clorox like, let's get busy. And then I'm going to pour, here's the hack, fellas. You got to pour a little bit of Fabuloso after you clean the toilet in there, so when she lifts the lid, it's just nice and purple. And then just the aroma. And so she's like, babe. I'm like, I know. I go to the grocery store, she fussed at me one time because I came back and it took me like 30 minutes, but what she didn't know is I took her car to the car wash and then I vacuumed it because our kids, it's like half the food goes in their mouth, the other half goes on the floor, right? So I vacuumed and washed it and filled it with gas, and she was fussing at me. What took you so long? You probably bought a whole bunch of snacks. I didn't say a word. Then when she opened her car, she was like, babe. I'm like, I know. I could say I love you, but my actions show differently. And so these educators captured my heart. I went to summer school. I went to night school. I caught up with my right grade. Y'all, I graduated from high school on time. Yes, yes, yes. This is my third year for the 9th grade. A diagnosis of ADHD, dyslexic, all sorts of other behavior issues, super short attention span, dealing with rage, emotions all over the place. Like I had a lot of challenges. Third year for the 9th grade. But because of those educators, and hear me, my friends, there are some people say, I had one teacher that changed my life. My situation was so rare, one teacher wasn't enough. I needed community support, you know what I'm saying? I needed a well-balanced, nutritional love support from these teachers. So I caught up with my right grade, finished high school on time, went to college, got a bachelor's degree in social work. I wanted to learn the art, yeah. Shout out to my social workers. I wanted to learn the art of meeting people where they were, and after I got my bachelor's degree, I said, why stop here? I'm gonna get my master's degree, and I got my master's degree in 2015. And so I share that with you to let you know, right? Like when you look at your students and they come into your classroom, whether they're 19, whether they're 28, whether they're 36, whether they're 62, whether they're 79, like when you look at those students, whether they smell like weed or whether, you know what I'm saying, they might have liquor in their breath or whether they might smell like some food that they just got done cooking and working their shift or whether they feel like they got an attitude, like when you look at those students, when they come in, regardless of their situation, regardless of their environment they come from, regardless of what might be going on inside their world, like when you look at those students, I need for you, my friends, to train your brain to look at them and tell yourself that I will teach by faith and not by sight. There's something powerful, there's something magical that happens when we tell ourselves that I will teach by faith and not by sight. When we look at every single one of our students and say, okay, this is where you are, and we get to know them, and we understand that they're struggling in some areas, but we just tell ourselves in our minds like, okay, you're not gonna be here forever. It is going to get better. We're going to figure this out. I've got your back, and you see the best in them. When you retrain your brain, regardless of what everything in your mind is telling you about them, you tell yourself, no. Sabrina is a scholar. No. Patrick is a scholar. No. Evelyn is a scholar. Like Hector is a scholar. Like you tell yourselves, you reframe your brain to say, no. Every single one of my students can be successful. Now I love it. We talk about the importance of bringing the students in. And we've got all tens of thousands of students that enroll every year. That is amazing. But how many do we lose? Like, I think something special happens within the human mind when you feel like it's all on you, when you feel like it's your responsibility. It's so easy to point the finger to somebody else. It's so easy to put it off on somebody else. What happens when a student enrolls for your class and steps into your classroom and inside your brain you tell yourself, you are my responsibility. Like when you take complete ownership and you say, I am responsible for making sure that you're successful. Like something powerful there happens because it's so easy to say it's her fault or it's his fault or they don't want to learn. It's like they probably don't want to learn, but now we got to tell them the importance of learning and how learning and education and getting this degree can change and enhance their lives and provide more for their families and help to make our community better. So we might have to be somewhat of a motivational coach. We might have to have some auntie or uncle vibes. We might have to give them that pep talk and that lesson plan to help them go to the next level. So there are a lot of different things that I believe that you have been doing. Let me be clear. Some of y'all is just like, Jeremy, this is who I am. This is what I do. I love it. What happens when everybody has their energy? What happens when here at Pima College we are one band, one sound? What happens when that energy is infectious? Because what pains me is that there are some of you that's at that next level. There's some of you that's on point. There's some of you that teaches by faith and not by sight. You're like a next level educator, a next level professor, like you on point. But then someone else might be decent, when that student deserves excellence. I created a framework. I've been privileged to work with schools, universities, some of the biggest companies in the world, like the Ford Motor Company. I was recently at SpaceX, and I was thinking, like, what kind of company is Elon Musk running when his employees are happy about working 12 and 16 hours a day? I said, this is amazing. I would talk to one of the employees. I was like, so how? I was at the Starship base in Texas, and I was like, so how many hours do you work? And one employee was like, man, I average anywhere from 12, and sometimes I hear 16. I said, 16 hours, and you're smiling? He was like, yeah. I said, oh, that's interesting. But you know what he told me? He was like, man, I'm just glad to be a part of something so special. I said, wow, the culture. I talked to another employee. I was like, how many hours you average working? He was like, probably about 10 hours, but if we're getting ready for a launch, it could be like 14 hours. And I was like, yeah, you said that with a smile on your face. He's like, yeah, are you going to be here for the launch? And I realized, like, whoa, though it's a lot of work and though it's a lot of stress and though it's a lot of pressure, the culture there, they're excited because they realize, hey, we're building something special. We're a part of something meaningful. When I think about Pima Community College, when I think about you, when I think about the impact you're making, we're building something special that's changing lives. Years ago, I created a framework called occupational integrity. And one time, I want to take a moment and break it down to you. It's a series of 6 questions that every individual should ask themselves. This is not something you have to raise your hand. It's not an online survey. I'll walk you through the 6 questions, and then you can just ask yourself internally where you are. The first question, well, first off, let me tell you where this framework of occupational integrity came from. I remember talking to one of my employees about 3 years ago, great young guy, doing really good things, and I just noticed, like, for 6 months, he was just good. He wasn't stellar, he wasn't exceptional, he was just, just doing his job. And I remember asking him, like, hey, man, how things been going? Oh, it's good. And I have H&M conversations with my team members. Like, how's your mind and how's your heart? How's your heart and how's your mind? And he's like, okay, I'm good there. I'm like, okay, great. So let me ask you a question. If I were to give you a $2,000 or $3,000 bonus every month, if you hit certain numbers or certain requirements, do you think you would be hitting those numbers and requirements? He said, if you pay me an extra $2,000, $3,000 a month? I said, yeah. Would I hit these numbers here? I said, yeah. He said, yeah, I would. I absolutely would. But then he caught himself. He said, but it's not because I'm motivated by the money. It's just more because I would be incentivized. I said, that's motivated by the money. Like, that's exactly what that means. He was like, well, I mean, I guess if you look at it, I'm like, no, that's exactly what that means. It's just a different way to mix it. And it just flowed off my lips. I said, I need everyone within our company to operate with occupational integrity. The first question to occupational integrity is, do you do your job efficiently and effectively without anybody having to watch you or micromanage you, and you just do what you're supposed to do? If there was a GoPro in your office, in the hallway, in the bathroom, okay, that's nasty. Let's just stick with the first 2. Like, would you do things differently? Now, most of you would probably say, no, you can watch me, like, I'm gonna do my job efficiently and effectively. Great. The second question to occupational integrity is, do you do your job efficiently and effectively, but at the highest level without anyone having to watch or micromanage you? And I'm sure many of you would say, yes, Jeremy, I do my job efficiently and effectively at the highest level, and nobody has to watch or micromanage you. When they come into my classroom, I'm on top of it. I'm on point. I'm calling these kids by their first name. I'm building relationships with them. I'm customizing things a bit more to connect where they are. If they miss class, I'm calling them, and I'm following up with them. I'm going to send an email or a text like I'm really, really involved. Okay, that's great. The third question to occupational integrity is, okay, you do your job efficiently and effectively at the highest level, but do you do it without needing the praise, credit, or accolades? That's the hard part. So there are some folks that's like, oh, I'm going to excel and I'm going to do great as long as I get the recognition. And I'm not saying you don't deserve the recognition. I'm not saying you don't deserve the credit. I'm not saying you don't deserve the praise, the pat on the back. You deserve the award. You deserve it, but what happens if you don't get it? Do you step back? Do you become a shell of yourself? Do you withhold the greatness that you could so freely give because you're not getting acknowledged for it? That's a fundamental character flaw. If you could do something, would you not do it if you don't get the credit? I think about those amazing, and for our veterans here, thank you for your service. I think about those in the armed services, those who fight to protect our country. I can only imagine if the Navy SEALs was just like, oh, those kids were kidnapped in that country. You need us to rescue them? Okay, let's just make sure the news station is here. I'm glad they don't say that. I'm glad they don't say, okay, let me go over here and rescue these folks. Let me go over here and save these lives as long as I get credit for it. No, they do it, sign waivers, put their life on the line, and realize if I do die, it's going to just be a star. I'm so grateful that the firemen and the firewomen that's so quick to show up and calm the fires down in our home, I'm so grateful that they don't wait to go into the building and say, is the Channel 5 news here? No. They show up and they do what they're supposed to do, and they put their life on the line, and it's not for the praise, the credit, the accolades. They're like, that's just what I do. That's just who I am. I'm amazing like that. I'm powerful like that. I'm saving lives like that. I came to serve like that. Like, that's just who I am. You go to a whole other level when you tell yourself, don't nobody have to praise me, give me praise, credit, accolades. I don't need no award. I don't even need the recognition. It'd be great if I get it, but I don't do it for that. I do it for this, to change lives, to help people, to enhance our community, to change families, to help educate people. That's what takes you to the next level. Do you do a job efficiently and effectively at the highest level without needing the praise, credit, or the accolades? Those are the first two questions. Then the fourth one is, can you do all of that in the face of adversity? Because here's the reality. There are some of us, as long as everything is perfect, as long as there's not a lot of changes and nothing changes with policy and everything stays the way we want it to, we can grow and excel. But what happens when we change requirements? What happens when policies and procedures change? What happens when your whole world is in crisis? How do you show up then? I don't just celebrate people who do a great job. I show up and celebrate people who do a great job in the face of adversity in really hard, frustrating, and challenging times. I know what's inside you. You don't fool me. I know the greatness that's inside you. I know the amazing things that you can do. I know why you're at Pima Community College. You want to enhance our community. You want to change lives. You want to be a part of this movement. That's why you're here. I'm just encouraging you to truly show the world this next year how great you are. What if because we switch things in our minds and we tell ourselves, we're going to cut that retention down in half. So we know how many students the last few years, how many we average starting, and they enroll, and then life happens, or they get discouraged, or they slip through the cracks, and they don't show up, and no one follows up, and they feel like, okay, maybe this wasn't a bit much because my world is in crisis, and what do I look like trying to do this, and I've got these kids, and I've got a job or two, and they check out. But what happens if this year we tell ourselves, no, every single student matters. Every single one is important. We're not letting anybody slip through the cracks. We look up and we realize, whoa, we've got so many more students. We didn't lose as many students. We saved that many more lives. My friends, do you realize how pivotal our role is? This isn't just if you're not in school. It's like if you do not finish, if you do not get that degree, and it does not help you go to the next level, your family continues to struggle. So we are saving lives. This is an opportunity for us to break generational curses, because some of the very people that's signing up for your very class that's going to be on your campus this year, they're going to be there taking classes. They've got children that 5 and 10 years from now will look at them and say, man, mommy and daddy, because you went to school, because you went to Pima Community College, because you got your degree, I now know what's possible for me. So your ceiling will now be my floor. This changes communities. Come on, you can clap for that. Do you do your job efficiently and effectively at the highest level without needing praise, credit, and accolades in the face of adversity and challenges? And some of you, many of you will probably say, yes. Well, great. Well, here, do you give that same energy to your family. Let me tell you why that's important. Whenever people hear me speak about occupational integrity, they think it's about showing up and operating at the highest level with integrity within your occupation. And I'm like, wrong. Occupational integrity is you showing up at the highest level with integrity in all the spaces you occupy as a human. Occupational integrity is a call for you to say, I'm not going to just be great at home. I'm not going to just be great at work. I'm not going to just be great in the community. It's when you say, no. I'm going to be great in every aspect, in all the spaces that I occupy. How dare I give Pima Community College my best and my family the rest? We're not doing that. This is a challenge for you. To the same energy that you put into these students, the same energy that you give to this amazing institution, you are intentional now about putting that same energy into your family. Now, I know what some of you all are thinking. Some of you all are thinking like, Jeremy, like, okay, you're asking for a lot. Like, you're asking me to be efficient and effective, to operate at the highest level every single day without needing the praise, credit, or accolades, because sometimes, Jeremy, I need that little recognition to feel good to keep going, but you're telling me to don't worry about that and just be great every day in the midst of facing trials and challenges, and I've got to be very present with my family. How do I do that? That's damn near impossible. And guess what, my friends? I will tell you it is if you don't take care of the 6th point. It's all that energy you have, do you give that energy to yourself? Because you occupy the space in your body. You occupy the space in your mind. I was talking to a friend of mine recently. He said that his doctor told him that stress can show up in your body 6 weeks after the situation. Some of you all could be in the midst of a storm right now, and you can be going through something really challenging, really painful, really heavy right now, and you feel like you got over it, you feel like you resolved from it, and 4, 5, 6 weeks from now, it shows up in your body. So now I want to transition to you. Because here's the reality. This is what I know about you. You are not just showing up to this school and on campus to teach and educate and motivate and inspire and love on these students and speak life to them. Like, you're not just doing that. You also got your own stuff going on inside your life. You got spouses. Some of you all are going through a divorce right now, or you've been separated, or your own kids can lose their mind, and you've got that diagnosis from the doctor that you know about, and some of you don't even know that it's inside your body right now. You can suffer from depression and anxiety, and you can have challenges, and you have a hard time sleeping at night. We are human. Do y'all know what I do every Thursday at 5 p.m.? I sit on the couch with my therapist. I got a counselor. I heard, you want to hear something funny? I heard somebody giggle and somebody say, yeah. So, but no, that wasn't a joke. Like, I got 4 companies, and I run 2 nonprofits, one here and one in South Africa. I got a wife, I got 2 kids, I got an amazing team. There's a lot of stress and pressure on me. It's a lot of people I'm taking care of, family members, loved ones. Our foundation in South Africa since 2020 has put 60 kids through college. And we feed thank you. Our nonprofit organization, Next Level Living South Africa, feeds 1,000 young children every single week. There's a lot of pressure. Yeah, thank you. So I say all that to say, while I'm doing that, me and my wife bump heads because we're human, right? I went through about years ago where I was traveling and speaking and motivating people, but my soul was tired. And I realized, like, I was, like, secretly, privately depressed and didn't even realize it. Can I just be vulnerable with y'all? I'm not going to be the motivational speaker that comes and just pumps you up. You can do it. No, I'm going to be the one to tell you, I find a couch to sit on. I find a safe space to talk and to cry. And I'm waking up early in the morning to pray. And I'm doing the work that I got to do to make sure I take care of me. So as I talk to you about occupational integrity, I don't want you just to show up really strong for Pima and show up really strong for your family. You can't do any of that if you're not showing up really strong for you. You deserve it. What if I told you it's possible for you to get through this year and hit your numbers and everything be on point and all your students stay locked in with you and you don't experience burnout and you're more locked in with your family and you're having great moments and you're breaking barriers and you've got more peace within and you're not experiencing burnout? When you grab your phone and you grab your watch every day and you take a glance at it and you say, you know what, it's time for me to show up and be amazing. It's time for me to show up and be excellent. It's time for me to show up and be strong. Like when you take the time you need to take care of you, I want to give you permission now to protect your peace. I want to give you permission now to set boundaries. Some of you are saying yes to too many things, and when you're saying yes to a whole bunch of things outside of Pima and outside of your family, you're saying no to somebody. Set boundaries. When you come home at night, you get your family sorted, you take care of yourself, you light you a candle, you eat you a good healthy meal earlier, you take you some melatonin, you get you some good sleep at night, you run you a hot bubble bath. Come on, fellas, I be in there with bubbles. Bubbles, and I don't feel bad about it. I will put some, have y'all heard of Dr. Teal's Epsom salt? Woo, that lavender and spearmint, that eucalyptic, I will light a candle, you hear me? And we'll put some baby oil, or not baby oil. No Diddy. I will put some lavender oil. I will put some Dr. Teal's Epsom salt in there and watch me some Netflix and chill. I will put my phone on Do Not Disturb. Are y'all hearing me? I'm just telling you what I do to keep my mind, because my job is too important. I need to be able to speak from a pure place. I need to be able to lead from a pure place. I'm sitting in the executive board meetings. I'm meeting with mayors. Like, I need to be able to have the purest heart. I need to be present for my wife. I need to be more present with my children. Like, I am too important to just be out here freestyling my own personal health. No, you are too important to be out here freestyling your personal health. You deserve joy. You deserve peace. You deserve to be excited about life. You deserve to be happy. You deserve that. And you deserve to excel at your job. And if you have a family, now some of y'all are single, cool. You might have a pet, which we saw on the screen, cool. Or you might have that family, like, you deserve to live the best life. And in order for you to show up every day and give Pima your best, you have to be intentional about taking care of you. The work that you do matters. Hear me, beloved, you are too important. You are not just another number. I had conversations with Christine and the team in the back. They're telling me, like, man, Jeremy, our staff goes through a lot. Man, Jeremy, our staff is going through this, our staff is going through that. And I'm like, yep, they're like, and our students are struggling, our students got life on both ends. Look, we all struggling, we got. The students are struggling. The students are coming from low income and high poverty communities, like underserved, like they're struggling. And then they're not just struggling financially and emotionally, but many of them are struggling mentally. And then they enroll. They finally get the nerve. They finally get the nerve to enroll. They finally say, you know what, I'm going to do something with myself. They finally say, I'm not going to settle for minimum wage. They finally say, I do want more from my life. And they enroll in school, and then they show up, and then life hits them. Because sometimes we really do be under attack. Life be lifing, life hits them, and they feel tired, and they feel discouraged, and then they want to quit, and they want to drop off and drop out, and now you're calling, and now you're texting, and now you're emailing, and you're following up because you feel like they are important. Every single one of them is important. This is the work that we do. It's not enough for them to enroll. We need them to enroll, and we need them to finish. We need them to enroll. Y'all say enroll. Come on, we need them to enroll, and we need them to finish. Come on, enroll and finish. That's the energy we've got to have. Like, because they want it. They obviously want it because they signed up. But they might not have realized what they were signing up for. They probably didn't realize, like, whoa, I got these little kids. I've got this job. Then I've got my night job. Then I've got class. And it's so easy to quit. But the work that we do, the engagement that we have with them, the life that we speak over them, the encouragement that we give them, the relationships we build with them, when we call them by their first name, when we check in with them, when we give them many motivational messages. And maybe you're like, I'm not even that motivational. Okay, well then send them a motivational YouTube video. Hey, Claire, I saw something and thought of you. Let me text you this video. It's very encouraging. But we do the things that we got to do to reach them. And as we do that, you do the things that you have to do to reach you. I know how hard, I know how challenging, I know how frustrating life can be. And when we tell ourselves every single day, I will not quit, I will not surrender. When you tell yourself every single day, I will not quit, I will not surrender, I will show up and give this institution everything I have. I will show up and give these students everything I have. I will show up and give my family everything I have. I will show up and give myself everything I have. Everything changes. When you wake up in the morning and you look yourself in the mirror and you say, I'm a bad mother, shut your mouth. I felt a little too comfortable. I almost slipped. But when you look in the mirror and you see and you like what you see in return, and you're like, you know what, I'm changing lives. You should say that to yourself. Shame on you if you just thought, oh, I just teach this class. No, you're not just teaching this class. You were throwing that student a lifeline. You were giving that student an opportunity. You were sparking something inside their minds. You were giving them a word of encouragement. You were shifting something inside their hearts and inside their souls that's going to take them to a whole nother level. And I believe that when we have that mindset, everything changes. Life is going to be hard. We're excited now. The energy was great. But then classes open up and students are showing up and you're teaching classes and you're going through the motions and you're doing what you do, and then life hits you, and then challenges come, and then frustration comes, and then doubt comes, and then you're struggling on the inside. It's like, what do we do in those moments? These are the moments when you got to tell yourself, okay, it's time for greatness to rise. These are the moments when you tell yourself, like, what I'm not going to do is quit. These are the moments when you tell yourself, you know what, this challenge gives me an opportunity to show the world how powerful I am. These are the moments when you tell yourself, you know what, this is the painful and challenging season, but I'm just believing that weeping happens at night, but joy comes in the morning. This is when you tell yourself, you know what I'm saying, like weapons are going to form, but they're not going to prosper because I'm more than a conqueror. This is when you tell yourself, I don't like this situation, but I'm going to grow from it because I believe that everything I'm going through is going to turn around for my good. This is when you tell yourself, like, this is a very challenging and a very painful situation, but I'm going to get through it. This is when you remind yourself that everything I've ever gone through in my life, I have a 100% success track record because I'm still here and I'm still standing and I'm still strong and I ain't quit. This is when you tell yourself every single day, I will not quit, I will persevere, I will push forward. This is when you tell yourself, when you walk into the classroom, when you log in online and you see those students and you greet those students, you remind yourself, I'm saving their life, I'm shifting the trajectory of their future, I'm helping them go to the next level. This is purposeful work. Here at Pima Community College, we are not just another college, we are not just an institution. For many of these students that we have been privileged to serve, this is the last stop for many of them. Here at Pima Community College, we are changing lives, we are changing families, and we're helping them go to the next level. We are single-handedly changing this community. And so I ask you, PCC, psst. What are you going to do in the future? What are you going to do when you get that opportunity? I want to, when I point to you, I want to hear it. I want to hear you roar Pima. Listen to me. When I point to you, we're about to make a declaration. I gotta go. We're about to make a declaration. When I point to you, I want you to roar Pima with all your heart, with all your mind, right? Because I believe that what takes place here at Pima, you're going to change these kids' lives. What takes place here at Pima, you're going to shift the community. What takes place here at Pima, you're going to help fix things within families and cultures. What happens here at Pima, you're going to help student success go to a whole nother level. What happens here at Pima, we're going to shift the culture in our communities. What happens here at Pima, we're single-handedly saving lives. What happens here at Pima, we're going to take better care of ourselves. What happens here at Pima, We're going to take care of our families as well. What happens here at? We're going to show up and go from one level to the next level. And I'm going to look up one day, and I'm going to see y'all at the top. That's my time. God bless you all.
Let's keep you on for some pictures.
Okay, all right.
What's up, Pima? How was that? Are you ready to work? You ready to serve? My man said bubbles. Are you ready to take care of yourself? Are you ready to take care of our community? Let's hear it for Jeremy Anderson. At this time, I would like to invite Chancellor Nassy and Provost Ian Rourke up on stage. Jeremy, Pima wants to present you with some Pima swag and some Arizona goodies before you go. Thank you so much.
Great. Thank you. Hey, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Man, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Thank you. You taking a picture here? Step forward. Yeah, thank you again. Appreciate it. Yeah, thank you again. Absolutely.
What sets Pima Community College apart? It's the vibrant diversity within the Pima community. It's all y'all. The students who choose Pima in a pursuit of better future are deeply influenced by the dedication and support that they receive. In its third year, the Pima Inspiration Award allows students to recognize employees who have made a significant difference in their Pima experience. This year, we are excited to welcome our first alum, Roberto Navarro, a proud member of the class of 2025 who earned his Associate of Science, where he began his journey in 2020. He will continue his education at the University of Arizona on a full scholarship, pursuing a degree in mechanical engineering. Roberto credits his time at Pima for preparing him well for this exciting next chapter in his academic journey.
My name is Roberto Navarro. I am a PCC graduate from 2025 with an Associate of Science. I'm currently a full-time student at the University of Arizona, studying mechanical engineering. My dream is to work at Toyota in Japan and design cars in the future. Working on cars has been one of the most fulfilling things I've done, but it gets frustrating because parts don't go where they should be sometimes. They're in some weird spots. I've worked on cars before, like I've actually been under the hood, been under the car, knowing that this probably should have been designed a different way to make it a little easier to work on. My passion is to make the future of cars easier to work on for mechanics, also cheaper for consumers. I found that engineering was the calling that I was still missing. I love my CAD classes because it gave me the freedom to design something on a computer which I could be able to 3D print and hold in my hand. It gave me the freedom to take an idea I had in my head and throw it on a computer and see if it would work, or if a part had broken, I could redesign it in a better way. My real drive is helping my family to say we've achieved something. It isn't just like actually going to work on stuff, it's actually telling my dad that I crossed the stage for the first time.
Roberto Alfonso Navarro Bocanegra.
I'm glad I came to Pima because I met the great people I've got to know. Pima has prepared me for the U of A. I'm extremely glad that I came to Pima first because it was one of the biggest opportunities I got. The teachers, the programs, the friends, the classmates, seeing their passion, seeing my passion just fueled me to keep going, to keep up with them. Well, that was a great video. I did not think it was going to come out as good as it did. I want to start off by saying thank you to everyone for coming today. It has been, for me at Pima, has been a great journey overall. I've been lucky enough to go to school as a first time in my family. Like the video said, I'm lucky to say I'm on a full ride at the U of A now. And I'm excited to see where this journey takes me. I'm currently looking to maybe starting graduate classes next year and continuing my education. I would like to start off by, well, I already started off by, but I'd like to welcome Jennifer Guajardo up to the stage to I'd also like to welcome up Dr. Minky to the stage. I was asked to write a speech for this thing, but I'm going to go on the fly now because I can't go off the speech I wrote because now saying everyone that went before me, I have to keep up with the people. Jen, you are an incredible person, and you have done miraculous things for all your students. You have pushed everyone to their limits in your classes, but not because you wanted them to fail. You wanted them to break the boundaries of what they're used to learning. You want them to succeed at the University of Arizona or wherever they decide to go. You want to see them later on with a degree they want to, whether it be in STEM, whether it be a liberal arts degree, whether it be whatever they want to do. You want to see their students succeed in the future, which I am incredibly thankful to say I was in your class. And you pushed me for sure. Dr. Minky, you are an amazing person also. You have given students opportunities left and right through all the challenges you've gone through. You are someone who I am glad I am incredibly happy I met, and you have let me go through your classes, as you know, in not a traditional way, going either backing out of the class early on and taking it again next semester, or doing high flex, where doing it online at one point and taking the exams on different classes. It has been an amazing journey knowing both of you, and I'm excited to see where I go and to know that you two have left a great impact on me. So I would like to start by giving Jen your plaque. I didn't know there was a plaque to this thing. That would have been nice to know. And Dr. Minky, here's your plaque also. Everyone here is amazing for all you do. If I got to choose more people, I would, but you two have done an amazing impact on my future, and I am excited to, I'm at the University of Arizona right now, and I'm excited to see where it takes me next semester. I want to say more, but now I'm kind of, I know that this Dr. Nassi, crap, I forgot his name. He was such energetic and he did a great job, but I forgot his name. Jeremy, there we go, thank you. They had great speeches, and I heard both of them. They both have a lot of plans for this college, and I'm excited to see what they do with the future. It's a lot to talk the talk, now you gotta walk the walk. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Roberto. Thank you. Thank you, Roberto. Our second alum is Rachel Pagan Sanchez, who is set to graduate from Pima this fall before transferring to the University of Arizona to continue her studies in visual and performing arts. Her passion for art shines through in her work as she uses creative expression to bring joy and smiles to those around her. The video you're about to see highlights her talent and dedication to the arts.
Hi, I'm Rachel Pagan Sanchez. I graduated from Pima in 2025 and I aspire to be a local painter. My passion is to make art that makes people feel things, that makes them inspired to do whatever it is that they want to do. Being an artist at Pima allowed me to chase my dreams. It's definitely really nice to be able to see the things that I helped create, being in this beautiful place and seeing children playing around it and wondering how people are going to respond when they see it. I really hope that through people taking classes at Pima, they'll be able to be inspired to do what they want to as well and to create new things and inspire new people. I think it's amazing that my art and Hero's art are going to be visible to hundreds and thousands of people, because at the end of the day, I don't believe that art needs to be in a museum or to be sold in order to have value. I think the value is in what other people find in looking at it. Pima absolutely played a role. They pushed me, and certain people definitely pushed me and inspired me and believed in me to pursue my passions.
Hello. First, I want to thank everybody for coming today. I know a lot of you are probably busy and have a lot of things to do, and yet you took the time to come here and listen to everybody have really inspirational speeches. I've had the opportunity to be at Pima since 2020, and it's allowed me to really chase my passions and go the direction I wanted to. Last year, if you would have asked me, I was not in the best place. I was pursuing a different career than the one I am currently going for, and it wasn't right for me. But through the instructors at Pima, I've really had the chance to be pushed in the direction that I want to go. And it's really great to be part of such a great community. I can't even begin to say how much Pima Community College has done for me. And I would actually like to welcome to the stage Hero, because he is the person who has been pushing me a lot recently. This is really nice. High craftsmanship. This is for you, Hero. I've had the opportunity over this summer to work with Hero in creating some really magnificent sculptures that we have actually put into Joaquin Murrieta Park. And you guys should definitely check them out. They're really amazing. But I wish, honestly, that I could give so many more of these really cool plaques out, because there's been a lot of people who have pushed me and inspired me and driven me to continue pursuing my dreams. And I'm actually going to be attending the U of A in this next semester because of Pima Community College. So thank you, everybody, and I really hope that you take what you've learned here and what you've heard here, and you continue to just make everybody's world a much better place and continue to drive this community forward. Thank you.
Our third alum is Brian Allday, a 2003 graduate in liberal arts. Brian began his journey on the baseball field as a Pima Aztec before transferring to the University of New Mexico to continue his baseball path. Today, he serves in the 161st Air Refueling Wing in Logistics and Readiness and is the vice principal at Apollo Middle School. In his spare time, Brian combines his passion for sports and communication as a sports announcer for the University of Arizona.
Hello, my name is Brian Allday, and I studied liberal arts, general studies here at Pima Community College. Graduated in 2003. I am currently an assistant principal in the Sunnyside Unified School District.
Don't forget Soccer Fans, stay up to date with the latest news and information.
I am also a public address announcer for the University of Arizona Women's Volleyball, Tucson Sugar Skulls, and the MLB Desert Invitational.
It's volleyball time in the desert.
My passion is helping others. I am also currently in the military, so one of our core values is service before self. And that has kind of stood with me, which is kind of some of the things that I learned here at Pima College while I was here. Well, I think it's like the old saying, you know, it takes a village. Well, here it takes a community. And so that community with the academic advisor, Remy Soto, Ben Carbajal, our trainer, from a big shout out to Edgar Soto, who kind of instilled that in me, being able to be resilient, being able to push through, being able to handle adversity, and just to be humble. When I got my start here at Pima athletically, I was thankful for that opportunity that athletics kind of paved my way. On the academic side, it prepared me for not only, you know, to go on to university, but also for life.
Good morning, Pima College. Again, I want to express my sincere gratitude and the opportunity. Thank our fellow alumni. Those were amazing speeches. It's hard to follow up. Jeremy Anderson. But again, I just want to say thank you, and I'm grateful for the opportunity to be here with you all. I do not have something where I can go off script because, again, I'm a PA announcer, not a radio. So I do not do a very good job, and Edgar knows me well enough, and I'll get to that here in a moment. But it is wonderful to be here with you all. It is a privilege to share my story with you of how Pima Community College has profoundly impacted my life. I extend a heartfelt thanks to the leadership here at Pima College for this opportunity, as well as Christy Camargo for selecting me to be a part of this event. I also want to thank the PCC TV team for their production. That was amazing, and for bearing with me through the numerous takes that we had to go through. Again, my name is Brian Allday, and I'm a proud Tucson native. I grew up on the west side, just minutes from Pima Community College's West Campus, a place that has been a part of my story long before I ever stepped foot in a classroom. I'm a graduate of Tucson High School. Do we have any Badgers here today? Go Badgers. And in 2003, I earned my associate's degree in liberal arts from Pima Community College. That foundation led me to Emporia State University, where I completed my bachelor's in general studies, and later to Grand Canyon University, where I earned a master's degree in educational leadership and administration. Thank you. Thank you. Today, I'm a proud educator with 17 years of experience, currently serving as an assistant principal at Apollo Middle School in the Sunnyside Unified School District. I've also served my country for the past 13 years as a member of the Arizona Air National Guard. Thank you. Outside of education and service, I am the voice behind the mic as the public address announcer for the University of Arizona, the MLB Fall League, and the Tucson Sugar Skulls. But above all, I am a husband and I'm a father. My wife, also an administrator in the Tucson Unified School District, so you can imagine how those stories go when we go home. We are raising 3 beautiful children together. My connection to Pima began, like I said, long before I was a student. As a kid, I remember attending baseball games and watching incredible athletes compete, many of whom inspired me, just like the one I'm about to recognize today. My uncle, Rich Alday, was Pima's head first baseball coach, leading the program for 17 years before moving on to the University of New Mexico. My father was also a student athlete at Pima and would later go on to be a 30-year educator. That legacy made Pima feel like home from the start. After high school, I initially chose the Division I route and realized I really wasn't that good. Athletically and academically. But life had other plans. I reached out to Edgar Soto, who was the head baseball coach at Pima at the time, and that decision changed everything for me. Edgar Soto welcomed me with open arms and gave me one of the greatest experiences of my life. Under his leadership, I didn't just grow as an athlete, I grew as a person. He believed in me, challenged me, and helped me prepare me for my journey ahead. Pima Community College has been more than just an educational institution for me. It has been a transformative force in my life. As I navigated the challenges of balancing personal responsibilities with personal aspirations, Pima provided not only the academic foundation I needed, but also a supportive environment that encouraged growth, resilience, and confidence. Pima opened doors I never imagined possible and helped me discover my potential as a leader and a lifelong learner. While Pima Community College gave me the tools to succeed, Edgar Soto gave me the confidence to use them. His mentorship and support were pivotal in shaping the educator and leader that I am today. The values I learned at Pima, resilience, community, and purpose, along with the Air Force core values of integrity first, service before self, and excellence in all we do, continues to guide me in every role I take on. Pima Community College gave me the first opportunity as a public address announcer, an experience that would go on to shape an entirely new path in my life. It was through the support of Coach Holthouse, Coach Peabody, and especially Edgar Soto that I was given the chance to step behind the mic and find my voice in a whole new way. It was actually a funny story about that because when I had put in for the University of Arizona about 10 years ago for the men's basketball position, and we had to send an audio recording of a script that was given to us, and that recording made it to U of A, but I never got a call from U of A. The first call I got was from Coach Holthouse and Edgar Soto one day, and I was in the car on my way traveling with my family, and so they all heard the conversation, and the voice of Edgar had said, "I cannot believe that you got through 2 sentences without using the word Edgar didn't just support me as a student athlete, he supported me as a person, as an announcer, recognizes the potential that the role that many might overlook. His encouragement and belief in my abilities opened doors to other announcing opportunities. What has impacted me most over time is knowing that you could always count on Edgar. His support isn't just situational, it's consistent, it's genuine, and rooted in desire to help others grow. That kind of leadership helped me better myself, not only just professionally, but personally. Edgar Soto exemplifies what it means to uplift others, and I'm grateful that my journey began with someone who truly understands the power of opportunity and mentorship. Thanks to Pima Community College and the guidance of leaders like Edgar Soto, I found the courage to pursue my goals with purpose and passion. It's an impact that continues to shape the way that I lead and I serve today. Thank you so much, and I wish you all a wonderful academic year.
Let's hear it. Congratulations for all of our this year's honorees. All right, you're going to enjoy our last segment, but I have a few housekeeping announcements before we go. If you haven't checked in yet, we'll be giving the prizes away shortly. We would also like to extend our sincere thanks to Crystal Moore, President and CEO of the Downtown Tucson Partnership, who collaborated with local restaurants and retailers in the surrounding area to support today's event. In your digital program, you'll find a list of participating businesses that have graciously offered 15% discounts for lunch and shopping. So we encourage everybody to enjoy the break by visiting one of the establishments listed. Afternoon division meetings will begin at 1:30. Please refer to the program for the different locations. Also, there will be no campus meetings today like there were last year. They're going to be held on September 5th, so you'll receive more information coming to a screen near you. Also, Faculty Senate will be at West Campus today from 4 to 5. If you are not attending a division unit or area meeting, please return to work unless you've already made arrangements with your supervisor for time off. And last but definitely not least, please remember that the student pantry needs our support to help give students hygiene items. All right. I can't help but smile every time I see these three. Seriously, it's automatic at this point. You've seen them in every employee anniversary recognition video over the years, and now they are here to close out the show. They have been referred to as the world's most average amateur acting troupe. But they would like to point out that you can't spell amateur without auteur. Let's give it up for the dynamic trio, the Pima players, Andrew Plucker, Elvia Bowe, and Eric Welch.
Christy, you promised us a red carpet.
I don't think that Christy is a member of our fan club, and judging by the audience, I don't think anyone from our fan club made it today.
There might be one.
Oh, there's one. Thank you.
Hey guys, am I late?
Eric. Yeah? I was very clear about the dress code. Academy Awards.
I know, but the ceremony is so boring. I'm dressed for the Oscars after parties.
Well, this is an unmitigated disaster.
Derailed in under 60 seconds. Thank you very much.
At least that's a new record.
Are you proud of yourself?
Well, what's next?
Christy, we're bombing out here.
Yeah.
Oh, what's this? Oh, read the door prizes. Okay, we're going to announce the 7 winners of the door prizes. When you hear your name, please come up to these stairs to accept your award. All right, now the first award is the $500 Southwest gift card. That goes to Eric Welch and Andrew Plucker.
Yes!
So
yes!
weird.
All right.
Oh,
yes!
We can't do that? Okay, I'm
What?
sorry. let's consult the real list. All right, our first winner is Raymond Carroll Schnell. I believe this is the $250 Fry's gift card.
Raymond, if you make your way up to the stairs over here.
All right.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah.
So just so you know, Raymond, he enjoys canoeing, crocheting, and all college day.
All right, Raymond.
And it also says here, his favorite Pima College chancellor is Chancellor Nassy.
Okay, our next winner, also a $250 gift card to Fry's, Bobby Bettertron.
All right, Bobby.
Where's
You coming down here, Bobby?
Where's Bobby?
We can't really see any of you. It's like silhouettes, like a haunted
All right.
auditorium of ghosts or something.
Bobby, if you're here, come on down. We're going to move to our next one. Our next winner, $250 gift card to Fry's, Christopher Mason.
Christopher Mason. Oh, and we have Bobby over here. Just so you know, Bobby enjoys fostering puppies and all college day.
All right, and we got Christopher coming.
Christopher is an avid skydiver. And he also enjoys the Olympic sport of curling and all college day.
ACD.
Okay, our next winner, $250 gift card to Fry's, Jennifer Coleman.
Jennifer.
All right, what do we have about Jennifer? Oh, she's coming.
Oh, there she is. Jennifer enjoys karaoke, and she's also a member of the Greg Wilson fan club, which I should know because I'm the president. Ha! Oh, and she also enjoys all college day.
Audience participation at this point, heck yeah.
Okay, our next winner, $250 Fry's gift card, Jamila Camano.
Yeah.
Ah, there's Jamila. Jamila enjoys beta testing for the new admissions app. She's also a former Lisa Frank collector.
Former, not anymore.
Former. And she also enjoys college day. How did you know?
You guys are awesome.
Okay, our next winner, Robert Dickens. Robert's coming.
Robert.
Right over there.
Oh.
Here comes Robert.
Robert, oh, he is the Tucson Fan Club president for K-pop sensation BTS.
That's great.
I bet he also enjoys all college day.
All right, and our final winner, and correct me if I'm wrong, the $500 gift card to Southwest,
$500.
Blanca Ramos.
Ooh.
Blanca.
Blanca's coming, there she is.
All right. That's very nice. She enjoys fishing in the Rito River eating lunch at Sweet Tomatoes, and of course, all college day.
I mean, who doesn't?
Wait a second. So let me get this straight. Those employees won something just for checking in? I know. How about an award for submitting your Concur expense report correctly the first time? Right?
I don't think anyone has.
Yeah,
No.
yeah, I don't think that's happened before. No. But let's get it together, guys, because, you know, today is not about us. It's about all of you, and especially those of you who are celebrating milestone years of service. If we have any temporary employees here today, please stand up. Your contributions are deeply valued, and although your status may be temporary, you are forever in our hearts. Let's give our temporary employees a big round of applause. And now let's take a moment to recognize a vital part of our faculty, our adjunct faculty. You play a vital role in shaping students' futures and in student success. If any adjunct faculty can stand today, and let's give a round of applause for all that our adjunct faculty do for us.
"10 years ago, the worst Jurassic Park movie was released. And every 2.5 years since, a new worst Jurassic Park movie is released, right? But something amazing happened 10 years ago. This next group of employees started here at the college. Would all of those employees celebrating 10 years of service please stand to be recognized by your peers? Let's give them a big round of applause. 10 years of service.
All right. Now, what was happening at the college 20 years ago? Well, the Chicago White Sox won the World Series. Nice.
Chi-town.
And also, the TV show The Office premiered. That's very interesting.
Very.
Also, another great thing. This group of employees started at PCC. If you're celebrating 20 years of service, please stand and be recognized. Thank you.
"30 years ago, Windows 95 was released."
But no one at Pima College noticed because we were still using Macs.
Would all of those employees celebrating 30 years of service please stand to be recognized? Congratulations.
Now, 40 years ago, the year was 1985.
Goonies, never say die. It's our time down here. And that's all over the moments we write up in Troy's bucket.
Good job.
Thank you.
We have 2 employees celebrating 40 years of service. Helen O'Brien and Sonia Terrassa.
Now, whether you have been here 10, 20, 30, or 40 years, your commitment and heart have shaped this college and impacted generations of students.
You are the heroes, and we thank you.
And don't forget, keep an eye out. In December, the next employee anniversary video will drop just in time for Academy Awards contention and starring yours truly. So look for that. You don't want to miss it.
And I'm pretty sure that Chancellor Nassie agreed to a cameo appearance, so you'll want to check that out.
Now, before we derail all this again, let's just kick it back to one of our best of employee anniversary videos.
Yes, you know the one. Car dancing to different songs throughout the decades?
Mime through time!